Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Clover, Chapter 18. And with this one, we kind of start off where we left off. Morito and the girls are getting attacked by those Teyotoro tribe guys, and they kind of avoid being crushed or clapped, I guess, barely, but they do manage to do it, and they do get a little bit of damage. That damage causes the plane to crash. The pilot is injured, but Morito manages to get him to safety, and he's walking around. Kotonoa, Giselle, and Misuki, however, have been captured by the head of the clan, the chief. Apparently, he knows who Kotonoa is. He mentions, like, he calls her, like, the girl 7 hearts or something like that. He mentions the fact that she has multiple personalities inside of her. So he knows who she is, which was interesting. And, when Kotonoa first wakes up, she sees this image of Morito being pierced through the chest by like, debris and like the plane parts and stuff like that. But when we see him, he seems fine. So I'm just going to assume that was a dream. But usually when we have dream settings like that, you get like that black siding to the pages and stuff. Like you get it with flashbacks and dream sequences and stuff like that. We didn't get that though, which was weird. But actually, when we see Morito, he did mention that Kotonoa and the others were unconscious, which means he knows what their status is. So, I'm not really sure how that situation came about. I guess it's possible that Morito was in fact injured, but then he healed himself somehow. It's possible that the scene was just a dream and that he left the 3 girls alone, unconscious, including the girl he's supposed to be guarding, in order to get the pilot to safety and like get his injuries healed, and then he went back and they were gone, or something like that. I'm not really sure how that situation came about, but I'm just going to assume that. Well, it doesn't really matter, right? At this particular moment, it doesn't really matter. I'm sure. Maybe actually no, we probably won't find out later, which means it's probably not something to think too long about, but yeah, when the point is that he's healed now, right? And he's walking through the forest, and he finds Sorte, the chief's granddaughter, bathing, which was not a bad scene at all. I've mentioned this before, but I have no problem with fan service. So, I'm not gonna read something or watch something just because it has fan service in it. But if it does have fan service, then I'm not gonna mind. And this was not a bad scene at all. And I'm looking at her, I'm pretty sure she's the same girl who originally attacked them. Like the one who like summoned those hands to attack them and everything. But in this scene, she's the one being attacked by a childhood assassin. At least that's what we think, but it ends up being one of those, being like this earth puppet type of thing. And which would make me think that it was being summoned by the Teyotoro tribe, or like the god of the forest or something like that. I'm not really sure, but he saves her from it, and she kind of runs away with her, and she kind of stops and says, "Hey, I'm naked here, and he's like, "Oh no, it's fine. I'm not interested in a kid like you anyway," which is funny because he looks like a kid, and she's like, "What are you talking about? You're a kid." I think he even called her a lolly. Which she certainly is not. But there was another funny moment like that later on, where he ends up being captured because more of these puppet things end up coming out of the ground, and this other guy that was with her when they got attacked by the hand things, he ends up taking Morito out, catching him by surprise, and he's captured by them, and they're trying to figure out if he's a part of Child Room, but they end up saying he's not, because he did in fact try to save her, which makes me think that she was actually being attacked by the god of Teyotoro tribe, which is really weird. But he ends up saying, well, how could I be a part of Child Room? Do I look like a kid to you? And she's like, yeah, you do. So it's just this unique comedy that not many other series can do, where the guy's really old. We don't really know how old he is, but the point is that he's an adult, but he looks like a kid. So There's a lot of unique comedy revolving around that. It's pretty funny. But yeah, Sorte ends up mentioning to him that, since he's in the forest, he's going to keep being attacked by these things because the god of the Teyotoro tribe is not going to let him escape. All right, and before we get to what happens later on with them, we end up seeing the chief talk to Kotonoa, Giselle, and Misuki about Child Room. And the first thing he does is he asks some questions, like to kind of prime them for the situation, so that they understand what it is the Teyotoro tribe is doing, why they're doing what they're doing. And he asks them if there's a specific person or thing that they truly cherish, and what they would do if that thing was taken away from them by people they couldn't beat. And they all decide that they would try and fight for it. And the chief says, that's what we're doing. Child Room is trying to take us out, but we're gonna fight. And Sorte says the same thing to Morito. So they've decided to fight Child Room, and Morito and the others are gonna help them most likely. I mean, why wouldn't they? Especially since they need to find Giselle's sister. But yeah, that's mostly it. At the end of the chapter, we get introduced to two people. One is this S-class mercenary named Colonel Buster. Colonel Buster. And the other one is a master rank. A master rank, and her name is Mamo Malphus. Alright? Both of them are with Child Room. Colonel Buster's like a commander in Child Room. And both of these two are clearly powerful, okay? Even if you didn't know their ranks, okay? The guy's name is Colonel Buster. He's probably good. And Mamon Malphus, I mean, her name is Mamon. Like that automatically means she's good. Like one of the 7 princes of hell. Like that's what her name is, Mamon. So that automatically means she's powerful. But so we already know that these two are threats. Plus they've got their own troops there from Child Room, so they're going to be trying to take out the Teyotoro tribe. So we're going to be seeing developments with the 3 groups, I guess. Though Morito's group is going to join the Teyotoro tribe, but we're going to see developments between these 2 tribes later on. And hey, Sorte might even join Morito's harem. I'm assuming she will. So, and then Mizuki's probably going to find out about the true Morito during all this. So, yeah, that's it for the chapter. And overall, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it was kind of quick, especially for a monthly chapter with like 30 pages. But still, we got development for the arc in general. We got some information revealed. Got a couple new Child Room people, Mamon and Buster. We got Sorte. It was a good chapter just because it revealed information about the arc and just kind of set up a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. So that's it for now, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.